So I get my posts out there. Players are getting their comfort music in, it seems, from one player. And already hopping right into it. Here we go, our first winner semi-match of our top 8 of Smash Ultimate at No Jawns 5. And of course, it seems to be a button check. Ain't that the way of things? Oh no, they're good. Okay, they're going for it. Never mind. We're scrapping for it right here, right now. Slasher just playing the stalwart patience. Some of the best patience I've seen from him so far, but right now he is looking to get a scratch of damage on this Mega Man, and it is nowhere to be found. That is an out-of-box mint Mega Man, as MPG claims at least our first on-screen 0 to death. And again, much like his match with Houdini, has to be careful about what move he approaches with. So you got to try to get his combo started with MPG here, because it does leave him with a decent amount of lag. Really, MPG can just play the game that he wants. I've said on many other broadcasts that I've commentated that he is a very mobile Mega Man. And right now, he just seems to have free reign of the stage, free reign of the momentum. Just dancing back and forth, hopping in and hopping out. Not even out of pressure, just hopping wherever he wants to. Playing that long, long game. Slasher has to find his moment to strike. 93 damage, 103 with the Flame Blade. Dodging the spike the second time around with the assistance of the Jump Monado. Slasher has to get something started right now. Shield Monado to pull him down to survive the Tornado hold. Conversion into Flame Blade the second time around. Slasher really has to start to consider a full chunk of his game plan, because right now MPG is cleanly walking away with it. Just how stifling those jabs are as well, the pellets. They're just so interruptory for Slasher's game plan. There we go, finally has an air. Has the Smash Monado I thought queued up, but he rolled to now Shield and now Speed to try to close that gap. Great use of the extension of the disjoint. But as the speed burns away, MPG claiming more and more of the stage. Crash Bomb applied as well. Great recognition into that dare into Bear. A good backslash to challenge and get himself back on stage. Speed again, but Crash Bomb applied to the forehead. Will stifle Slasher's movements in. Second one, trying to close the gap, try to get the explosion in on Mega Man. Conversion, beautiful conversion to take first round pretty resoundingly is MPG. Slasher really has to consider a lot going forward here. Sorry, as I get the second half of my tweet out, we just got called up a little unexpectedly, but we are on KML tournaments here. Make sure everything's spelled right. There we go. I'm ready to go. It seems the players are just about ready to go into this round 2. We'll see if Slasher can hedge it out and go 1-all with a change of pace on stage. Here we go, back to small battlefield. A lot more pulled in of stage compared to the last one. Shield Monado being called out early. Again, early signs also going the way of MPG so far. Good back and forth there. Gives him an advantage with little retreating room. That's why MPG retreating to the skies for his getaway out away from that pressure. And back to this footsie game. He's really going to have to rely on that Shield Monado more than most. Watch out for those Zare drops of that Metal Blade as well. So that MPG is known for his combos with his Metal Blade, and he's starting to at least call it out a lot more, if not rely on it more this second time around. Almost a broken shield. We saw the Shoryu attempt to at least break it out of shield, if not poke, and try to send them to the upper glass zone. But that is a ton of pressure so far. As this moment had an errant hit of the Nair. Just missing the mark with Fair off stage. Has to shield through all of the leaf shield as well. Held on to his jump through and just squeaks by and gets the grab before the down air spike lands on his head. Crash bomb does send him out a little farther than MPG was expecting. Avoids the bear. Another shield, or speed Minato rather, called out yet again. Again, rush up B, just a quick escape from pressure. Going solo, using the jump, going second time around, not going full dedication with second hit. And has shield Minato back on deck, because that is a 167 Shulk. Has to get something done with that errant hit of Fair. Good parry, but goes right in with grab. Back throw's going to survive. Biding his time, waiting. Seems to be coming in soon, especially smash attack called out and up tilt. Will, if but for a moment, give the advantage to Slasher. And with shield called out, he'll try to get every ounce of extra credit he can. Does so with a latent down smash from MPG, very unexpected. Gives him 10 and a disjoint extension. Gives him 22 before he's sent out with Bear. Shield Minato, I mean, he's surviving the up airs, but at the same time, he's just going to fall into more and more, and we are 0.2% away from an even game. And MPG, quick to rush down with Metal Blade in hand, pushes Slasher with no real estate on this right side of the stage. Able to survive, because that was another down air attempt from MPG. The Fair coming in clutch there for Slasher. He shielded pretty effectively there, except for that one down air hit, obviously. But surviving, dodging the crash bomb very, very nicely. Again, another latent Nair hit, same that we saw from Houdini, who couldn't get the spacing or the timing right, and a back throw will very unexpectedly give MPG advantage yet again. And pinned on platform, has to hop away. Shield Minato called out. Now switching to Buster with the Rolodex call out. Dash attack. Puts MPG almost had the call out of the second hit. Of the up B, and with no held on to his jump. Very surprising, but very well practiced there from Slasher. Holding on to his jump and getting the jump Minato to help him out at the same time. But all it does on stage is forces a neutral reset. Footstool, Leaf Blade. Very nice from MPG. Showing the prowess he has with his tried and true character. Rolling in, almost called out, but running into the Shoryuken. Will give MPG 2-0 advantage over Slasher, at least on winner's side here. So if he does fall, Slasher's hopes will not be done just yet. But I think he's got a little more fight in him before we see the last of it here. Obviously, on paper, it seems everything's working out for the Mega Man. And rightly so. Obviously, projectile players can just play their game, especially one that gets punished very effectively off of their cooldowns on their attacks. Slasher has to be as exacting as a scalpel, essentially, in a surgery room. Patience, the name of the game from Slasher, leaves himself a little too unwary there of that down air, but again, just let your opponent whiff. You know, if you're, it's not going to make for an interesting high-octane match, but obviously it's do or die for Slasher's hopes here on winner's side, so he needs to employ any tactic he can. So far, 107, 119, the damage is applying because MPG, realizing that Slasher was going to go a little more patient, he can afford at some instances where he knows to move in to put pedal to the metal. Or metal to the metal in this case. And playing that nickel and dime gameplay, just, you know, I think Slasher just realized something there. If MPG resorts to pellets, he can challenge with things like latent hit in air or fair, and they will be able to cancel out. They will extend his hurt box, but they will also leave him a little bit vulnerable. But if you have MPG relegated to that right side and nowhere to back down, nowhere to back up to, Slasher can do things like that and turn this round and hopefully this set on its head. Good hop away. Should have expected that. He had Jump Monado online. Now just hopping away from the pellets. Can't survive the Flame Blade. Again, MPG so effective, realizing when he backs away, when he just puts as much space from his opponent as possible, like in boxing, and then when you go in for the jab, jab, cross hook, all that stuff, to really put the punches out there to try to get TKO. Again, hopping in and out of pressure, but getting a little more hurt than most other interactions. And Slasher recognizing that, recognizing this a little more patient gameplay and having MPG resort to the pellet game, which allows Mega Man to be mobile while also putting projectiles out there. Pretty much everything else is sent out while keeping Mega Man stationary. So having MPG keep up his projectile game and advancing with Mega Man the character is forcing MPG to use the pellets, and that's when Slasher strikes. But speaking of striking, good little Zair drop into double up air there from Mega Man. Cannot survive it. I do like the attempt of the early backslash to try to trip up MPG's timing on it, but MPG had that red 8 ways to Sunday. Now MPG putting out the pellets a little more preemptively. Not close to mid, but a little bit far to mid. Late hit of Nair, making its mark yet again. Opportunity here for Slasher, looking for Spike, but MPG hugged the stage a little too quickly and a little late of a Spike attempt. Gonna back on, but great use of the smash back air. Will even things up, 25% too. And now Slasher again has pushed MPG to that right side. Nowhere to run, baby, nowhere to hide. Almost had a smash attack ready. Calls out Shield Monado, gets a grab, back throw. Jab again, going to stifle his efforts in this up close range. Up tilt with smash attack, or smash art. Not going to seal the deal. And with it expended. Goes for Spike! And he will claim it. Not the spike downward that he wanted, but all told, it is still Slasher on the board.
Pretty good.
Great little recognition of what resorting from one instance of projectile from Mega Man to the other in the pellet does to deter that Mega Man from moving in. Slasher recognizing when he's going full pellet, and that's my chance to move in. But MPG, obviously, top PR of Delaware for a good long time, if not still right now. Pretty sure. I'm sure we'll make some adaptations in this round 4. And here's the PS2, at least I know and love, I guess. Going to be a wider stage, smaller platforms. Although we didn't see a whole lot of platform games, so that's not necessarily, you know, snuffed out as a potential advantage for one player or the other here. Although Slasher could cover a lot more with his Monado if MPG is relegated to the platform, but no, we've been main stage playing the entire time so far, and MPG, again, at least early signs in control of the momentum, of the percentages. Down air colliding with Monado up air. Very surprised that both of them got sent out there. Tries to go for a Trump Bear. MPG quick to get up, though. He had a grab attempt, but Slasher recognizing that he whiffed on the grab and got a grab himself. MPG just piecing out of there with the rush yet again. Can't find those nair and fair hits. Able to shield a crash bomb. Metal Blade in hand is a lot more scary, actually. Something that we didn't see MPG do last time around. But now with Pellet, he is trying to call out a little bit more of the Metal Blade, because at least he has another projectile in the back pocket instead of just the pellets. Now with Metal Blade sent out because Slasher threw it away from MPG. Again, another smash charged back air will give it early advantage to Slasher, and again called out Shield Monado. MPG so good at trying to even the odds when the first stock claim does not go to his advantage. And the multi-hit bear will even things up wholesale. Fresh character percentages, not anymore with that Leaf Blade, but going through with the tilt attacks. And again, when MPG has nowhere to run to, backpedaling essentially on that right side stage, Slasher is able to force out as much damage as he can. Fair just missing the mark, but still put MPG to the platform, also hopping to the platform. Could see some errant Monado tilt attacks. Gets a lock, but not a whole lot off of it. And bobbing and weaving through with Leaf Shield. And making Slasher hit air, and MPG hits nothing but net there as another down air spike potentially gives MPG one stock away from victory. Gets trapped in the double tornado hold. Runs and jumps into the bear. Collides, but still goes through with down tilt on the lead shield, just missing the mark on the backslash. What he wants to do. Metal Blade, Leaf Shield, pellets all coming out. All the mobile options for Mega Man has just got knocked away from one errant hit. And Shulk's limited recovery shows its ugly head, unfortunately, for Slasher. Will be sent down to loser's side, and still the #1 PR placement in Delaware will claim our first winner's final spot.